Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back. This is Miss Felvable with week 7 of writing, digital learning, writing virtually. This is our last week that we will be doing educational videos for you guys, and I am super sad about it. But the last 2 weeks of school, we have lots of fun stuff planned for you guys. So keep an eye out for that. But this is going to be our last week of digital learning videos for you guys. So enjoy and let's give it our best. Here we go. So last week we talked about informational writing, and informational writing is just exactly what it says. It's giving you information about something. So you're writing something you know a lot about. Informational writing also helps teach us things or teach us new things that we might not know about. Last week we learned about, do you guys remember? Frogs. That's right. Very good. We learned about frogs last week, and we looked at some diagrams. We listened to some songs. We looked on some diagrams that Miss Felvable found on the internet. And then we wrote about frogs. We drew an illustration to help our readers learn about frogs. And then we wrote some words to go with it. So we're going to be doing something very similar this week. But instead of writing about frogs, guess what we're writing about? Look at my picture cues. Eagle eye. Not an eagle. Use your eagle eye to look at the picture. We are learning about owls. Owls, and that's a little bit of a tricky one. You might have not known that these are called owls because they kind of look like a bird or an eagle. But we're going to learn about owls, and in Spanish, owl is búho. Búho. So a búho is an owl. So we're going to do some research about owls this week for our research and our illustrations. Instead of listening to songs or going on the internet, another great way to learn about something new is to use books. Books are amazing resources for knowledge and learning new things. So I picked out a fun book for us to read together. Hopefully we can learn some new things from the book and then apply it to our illustrations, our picture that we're going to draw. Because pictures make it more fun for the reader to read our story, right? So, and they can also teach you a lot of things by looking at a picture. All right, so let's start with our learning target. As usual, my turn, your turn. Here we go. I can use information to draw about animals I know. Very good. So we're going to use information to draw. That is our focus today because we are illustrators. So go ahead and put your illustrator hat on. Very good. And now we are going to do a little bit of research so that we can be good illustrators when we go to draw our picture. So, like I said, today we are going to read a story all about owls. Here we go. Owls. Owls are birds. They live all over the world. Wow, that one. Look at that one. The feathers look super cool. Owls have 2 wings. They have feathers. So here's their large wingspan to help them fly and their feathers to keep them warm. Owls have sharp talons. Now, talons is a big kid word. That's a tricky word. Can you guess what the talons are? Yeah, it's like their feet or their nails. Their nails are specifically the talons, which are connected to their feet. And that's what helps them catch food and catch their prey to eat. Owls have big eyes. They have beaks. Their big eyes to help them see at night, and their beaks to help them catch their food. I wonder what kind of food they eat. Owls can see well at night. That is when they hunt. So owls, the reason why they see well at night is because they're nocturnal animals, meaning they're awake during the night and they sleep during the day. Isn't that silly? What if we slept all day and then stayed awake all night? And that would be hard for us, right? Because we can't see at night. It's very hard for us to see at night. But owls, they can see really well at night. And that's when they are awake to catch their prey and eat. Super cool. Owls eat mice and frogs. They also eat insects. I didn't know that. I knew owls ate mice, but I didn't know they ate frogs. That's crazy. The snowy owl is white. It has brown spots. So this is a picture of a snowy owl. Obviously, the season where this owl lives is winter. And it kind of blends in with its background. You guys remember I taught you about that a few weeks back, I think. Remember what that's called? Camouflage. That's right, camouflage. Camouflage means you blend in with your background so that other animals don't see you and eat you. Have you seen an owl? Boys and girls, have you ever seen an owl before? Out in nature, outside? I don't know if I've ever seen one in real life. I saw a picture of my dad holding an owl one time because he was camping and it was injured. It was hurt. And so my dad fixed his leg and then put him back in the wild and let him fly away. That was pretty cool. And I think I've seen one like, not at a zoo, but like a bird park before. But I've never seen one in nature, I don't think. Some kinds of owls. So these are different kinds. There's lots of different kinds of owls. Most owls are brown or black, but there are some that are white or have different colors on them. So this is a barn owl. This is a saw-wheat owl. This is a gray horned owl. And this is a spotted owl. And then these are some of our tricky vocab words that we heard in the story. This is their beak, which they use to eat their food and their prey. And these are talons, which are the claws of a bird or animal that helps them catch their prey. Pretty cool. All right, so now that we've learned a little bit about owls and what they eat and where they live and when they're awake and what they look like, what color they are, I want to remind you of some of our writing reminders up here. Writing reminders. One reminder is to make sure that your illustration is beautiful. Make sure you add lots of detail, all the details that you can think of, and color real colors, okay? And then the other reminder is to make sure your illustration has labels that teach. So labels can be you're labeling the actual animal, or it can be that you're labeling your picture. In Miss Felvable's example that you'll see in just a minute, I use labels to label my picture. So I drew like the setting and the background of my owls so that you can learn about where they live and when they're awake and things like that. Okay, so now we're going to watch a video of Miss Felvable doing an example for you so that you can see how to do it first before you try your own. And then we'll give you a chance to go off on your own and try your own. Or you can do it right along with me if you want. If you want to, you can just pause the video, go ahead and go get a piece of paper, and then get ready to begin. All right, let's find out what we're going to draw. Oopsies. Try again. All right, boys and girls, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our illustration. Now remember, illustration means pictures, right? Like an illustrator draws the pictures and an author writes the words. So right now, I'm going to be an illustrator. Let's see if you can be an illustrator too. You can pause this video and do it along with me, or you can do your own picture when you're all done watching this video, okay? All right, so first, I'm going to think about the book that we read, because often when we do research, we can watch videos, we can listen to songs, and we can actually read books. So in books, they show us pictures of owls, and you can get an idea of kind of what an owl looks like. And I remember in the story, it said that the owl had big eyes. So we're going to start with some big eyes. What shape are eyes, boys and girls? Do you know? Yeah, they're kind of like a circle. I'm doing my best here to make two big circles for the eyes. And then the nose, I remember, is kind of like a triangle. So I drew a triangle for the nose, and then two little dots inside for the inside of the owl's eyes, okay? All right, so now that I have my eyes and my nose, I can start doing my head, the head of the owl. So the head of the owl is kind of round at the top. It comes down like this. And then I remember they have two ears. Two ears to help them hear, right? And And then the body comes down, and I need two wings. Whoop. There's a wing there. A wing kind of looks like a leaf, doesn't it? I don't know why the wing reminds me of a leaf. And then we just finish the rest of the round body at the bottom. So it's almost like drawing a really big circle all the way around. And then I want to remember to do the belly of the owl. Okay? And then kind of do some of the fur here. There's the fur of the owl there. Or the feathers, I should say, not the fur. So silly. And then the last thing we need to do are the feet. So the feet of the owl, you can do a couple different ways. You could do some like, well, it looks like chicken feet to me. I'm just going to do some like round little feet like this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay? And then I want to do another one on the other side. Whoop, 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 whoop. And there's his little feet. Okay? And some owls, actually, we learned from the story, have claws. So you can draw talons on your owl if you want to. It's up to you. So there's my best owl. I tried my best. Remember, it doesn't have to look like mine. Everybody's owl is going to look different, and that's what we want. We want to see all the different kinds of owls that you can draw. So maybe I'm drawing a brown owl. Maybe you're going to draw a white owl. Most owls are brown, but we learned from the story that we read that some owls can be white with brown spots. Some owls can have black in them. So it all depends on what kind of owl. I do remember, though, I'm going to look at my word bank here, this idea bank, because sometimes this gives me ideas as to what I can draw in my illustration. So here we have the word owl. This is the word eyes, big eyes. We talked about that. This is the word, remember, day and night. Very good. And this is the word trees. Okay. I do remember that owls like to live on trees. Okay. So I'm going to draw a tree. I'm going to have to think about how I can draw my tree, because this is a very big picture of an owl. So I think it won't be the whole picture of the tree. It's just going to be part of the tree. So let's see here. This is going to be the trunk of the tree. And then there's going to be a branch that comes out. Like that. Okay, so the other half of the tree is over here. We're not going to see all of the tree. It's going to go up a little further. And then we're just going to see a couple whoops. And a big whoop and a big whoop. So that you know that this is not the whole tree. It's only part of the tree. Okay? Like that. Okay. So now I have my tree. I have my little branch that the owl is on. I wonder what other details I can draw. Let me think about what I remembered from the story. I remember owls like to be awake at night. So during the night, if you look at my idea bank, you can see what in the sky? A moon and stars. Good. So I'm going to put a moon over here, just so that you know, if you don't know about owls, I'm teaching you. Owls like to be awake during the night, and you can see my owl is very awake. It is not sleeping. And then I'm going to draw some stars in the sky so that you know that it's nighttime. Owls like to be awake at night. Okay? Now, just like always, we always want to label our picture. So what I'm going to go back and do is I'm going to get my handy dandy other color marker. Remember, if you are doing this, you should probably do it in pencil first, just in case you make a mistake. I always do it with a darker color so that you guys can see the picture really well. All right, so this is a picture of a tree. What blend do you hear? T-R. Very good. Now this is a branch, because it's sitting on the branch as it's looking for its food at night. It likes to hunt at night. Branch. What two letters do you hear? Branch. B-R. Very good. Now this is my owl. Owl is right here. So we're actually going to copy this one because this is our topic. And for our topic, we want to make sure owl. You do hear all the sounds that we want to make sure we write that word the correct way, because that will be in our writing down below later. All right, this is a moon. What letter do you hear? What's the first letter in moon? M. Very good. And then Stars. What two letters do you hear in the beginning of stars? S-T. Very good, boys and girls. All right, so now that we have labeled our picture, now we can draw. You can get whatever colors you want, markers, crayons, they'll work. Last time I used crayons, this time I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to use some colored pencils. I went ahead and pulled out all the colors that I need already. So you guys don't have to hear me rummaging through all my colors here because I have a lot. And I'm going to start with the tree. I'm going to color the leaves of the tree green. This is the top of the tree that's green here. And if you want, guys, to get creative, you can go back and add a little different color green in there. Sometimes it's nice to add different shades to make your, because that was one of the things that we're focusing on this time, right, is making your drawing beautiful. So you're not just scrabbling like, hold on, okay, hurry up. No, you're taking your time and trying to make it the coolest you possibly can. So I think that looks cool doing two different color greens. Then I need to do the trunk of my tree. So I have some different shades of brown here. I'm going to save this one for my owl. So this is going to be for the trunk of my tree. The trunk and my branch as well, right? Because the branch is what comes off the big part of the tree. The branches are the little parts that come off that the birds or the animals like to crawl on or land on. So my branch over here is going to be brown too. Wouldn't make sense to have a purple branch, now would it? That would be silly. I've never seen that. That'd be cool though to see it. All right. So now I'm done with my tree. Up and look, I can color over here too to make my picture match. Colored my owl earlier for you guys. All right. And then I need to show that it's nighttime. So my moon, I have two different color yellows. I'm gonna make my moon like a darker golden color yellow. I feel like the sun looks kind of golden sometimes when you look outside at nighttime. If you're ever up that late, you might be able to see it. So there's my moon. And then my stars, I'm going to have this bright yellow color. Might want to leave more room than I did inside your stars. That's the only way I know how to make a star. I tried my best, guys. Okay, you can kind of see my yellow a little bit better now. Is that better? There we go. So my yellow stars. And the last thing I need to color is my owl. So I saved a little bit darker shade of brown for that. And you know a cool way to do this, I'm going to show you guys. You could do its body really dark and then the other parts of its body like lighter brown. And you see how I'm taking my time. There's no white spaces. I'm not leaving any white left. I'm not coloring outside the lines. I'm trying to hurry up. No. Take your time. Do your very best. Your teacher's going to see this and they're going to love it. I cannot wait to see how you guys do on yours. I checked everybody's frogs out last week and they're super cool. I'm going to do a different shade of brown for its wings because that just seems like fun, right? Kind of make it beautiful. Put a little tree in here. A little soft one. I feel like that artist on TV. You guys don't know. It's fine. Adults will get it if they're watching. He's an old man with poofy hair. Okay. So now I'm done coloring my owl. And then last, what color do you think his nose might be? You said orange, you guessed right. Sometimes beaks are orange, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they might be black, but I don't want a little splash of color in there. All right? Oh, and I forgot. Oopsie doopsies. Forgot to color my all the details over here. You don't really have to though. Not required. There we go. This is just my word bank to help me out. So now I'm finished. I drew my picture. I drew where you can find an owl in a tree or in a branch somewhere. Usually you find them at night because they're nocturnal, which means they're awake at night and they sleep during the day. So they like to hunt for their food at night. So I drew a moon and stars, and I drew my owl with big, wide open eyes because he's awake and ready to find some food, trap a mouse or something. Okay, so I want to see you guys try your very, very best and try to draw your own owl with your own details. Don't forget to label. And then take a picture and send it on Class Dojo, and you will get Dojo points for writing, and your teachers will love you, and I will love you. I'll love you anyway, but all right, enjoy and have fun being an illustrator. I can't wait to do our writing piece. We'll do that one on Thursday. So you don't have to do that one yet. We'll do this part down below. on Thursday. Okay? Bye-bye for now. All right. Oopsies, let's make that. All right, boys. You got it? All right, so now, boys and girls, it is your turn. You're going to draw a picture of an owl. You are going to make sure you label your picture. Okay, so do lots of details in your picture. And then add details to your picture. So think of all the other details, maybe details from the story. You don't have to add the same details as me, but make sure you add lots of details to your picture so it's very colorful and fun and interesting and helps the reader learn. And the last thing is color your picture with real colors, okay? So if you're not sure what color something is, you can look it up on your family's phone or iPad or tablet to see what the colors are, okay? And then this is my finished product of my example. So you can copy this if you want and try to do your best, or you can do it a little bit different. Your owl maybe might be skinnier than my owl, not so fat. You might draw a white owl with brown spots like we learned in our book. Be creative, do your best, and I can't wait to see your posts. Bye. Bye, guys. Love you.